Morning folks, Wednesday morning. Welcome new subscribers. Thank you for your comments and welcome anybody else who's watching this stuff. I say it's only a little snapshot of what we actually do here. Some jobs 5 minutes, some jobs take a lot longer, but it might not come across like that way. There's always one bolt away from being a ordeal, or like I said, easy come apart. Anyway, as a famous personality on TV says, good news! Had a phone call last night. We have tyres coming next week for the 1250. Yippee! Got chunky things by the sound of it. So looking forward to those turning up. We can get that reassembled, or get the tyre man to fit them and get it back on its feet. Then we can get this here cab fitted on that once it's back on the floor. Yeah, beard machine's working all right. Just had to put another order in. Yeah, so this morning's job, gearbox there, Dropbox there. Going to get that reassembled on the back, which is not the same as 1200. It goes together a different way, but I've probably done that in a previous video somewhere down the lines previously, but I'll try to show you what I know. Anyway, in the parts book, it says this is no longer available, which is the gasket that goes between there and there. But see, as this casing is predominantly 135, obviously this gasket is just a standard gasket, which I've got in stock anyway. So let's get the old crane winched over, get it on that chain there to lift that up to reassemble it. Let's get going. Cleaned up the faces of that and that. I did fit this back on yesterday afternoon. The last bits to go in, we've got to get the selector rails in, the multi-power clutch and that in, because you can't fit any of that after you fitted this lot. So we'll get that lot back in there, those in, and then that can go on. Well, that's in, shaft's in. There's a plate there that's got to go in, and there's a washer in between. Now, obviously, gravity is not on your side because you need to keep everything up. So a little bit of grease on that plate helps keep it stuck into there so it don't fall down. A bit of grease on the washer keeps it stuck to that. And it's just a bit of jiggling and it all slides in. Right, now we can get the selector forks in and the rails. After like an eternity, we've got everything back in. That slides up and down. That one slides up and down okay. Everything turns on that. High and low works. So yeah, that's all looking the dog's doodads. Anyway, a question on one of the comments last night. Horsepower between the 1200 and the 1250. Obviously, when they come out of the factory, they never had turbos fitted. That was an aftermarket dealer thing. The 1200s was the 6354.1.2, and they were rated at 105 horsepower. Possibly some of the very last 1200s, but might not be many, but then the 1250s had the .4 engine in. They were rated at 112. Again, turbo not standard. Got a feeling that engine there, because that's come out of a Massey 20 combine, Massey 29 combine. That is probably the 6372, so he might be about 140, 150, because he's got a turbo on it. So I'd be very cautious, because that gearbox, we were lucky to get the bits. I wouldn't want to use that in anger. So customers are aware of that, but at least it's back, it's running, and it sounds sweet. So anyway, let's get back to this thing. So the difference is between this Dropbox, the 1200. On the 1200, this gear, which is different in here, comes out the back and it just goes on. But because that's different, this PTO gear, you've got to put inside. Make sure you get the right way round, because you've got the oil grooves there, which then sit up against that one. So that's kind of got to go and sit in there. And then you put it all together. But then you got to get that lined up into the hole, and you got to get, because that shaft there flops around a little bit, it's just a bit difficult. Well, not difficult when you know what you're doing. You've got a locating lug there for that rail, which 1200 hasn't got. But I still can't work out why there's no drain plug in the bottom. One of those mysteries. So everything's back together, ready to reassemble this bit. New gasket on there. Let's slide it together. Wiggle the, get the thing through the hole and wiggle it about. Serious wiggling and having a special tool in the hole to pick that shaft up, twisting the PTO down the bottom to get the teeth to go on that gear that you've got to get in from in behind. It's in place so we can nip all the bolts up, and then yeah, obviously don't forget to put that shaft in first because it doesn't go in that way. So yeah, it's going back together. All right, that's all back together. All the brackets and covers on the back and the pipe. I'm not going to put that back together in there because I still might need to borrow this shaft. I've been trying to see if we can get these made up. So yeah, that can stay in there. We'll cover it up. Massey Penny's down there, busy tidying up, making space so we can make some shelving to put stuff on. So let's cover that one up, pretend it's not here. I found a bit of floor space here. It's like there's nothing. Oh, because I just moved that.
You need to brush it.
Well, yeah, but I say it's a bit of a bomb site in here at the moment. So just trying, making a mess to make space. So I better drag this out so I can chop that bit of metal up and make some frames. But we found that bit of floor over there because all of this was over there.
Not all of it. I've actually got rid of a load of stuff as well.
You have?
Yeah.
You sure?
I have, yeah.
I see, I've been busy this morning. Yeah. Well, let's keep going. I'll chop this up and start making some shelves to use up that bit of wood. Well, one frame knocked up, ready for a bit of timber to go on there. Ready for parts. No, parts there to be stacked on for whatever's on the go. Let's get and weld the other one up. 3 lengths of steel. That's all the offcuts I had. Oh, a nice bit of upcycling there of using stuff that's in stock. A couple of handy shelves. You're still sat on the floor tidying stuff up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 1 tractor, 2 tractor. Now she can have her bench back. The one I made for you on wheels. Well, from this morning, it's looking a bit cleaner and tidier. Well, organised chaos. And they got shelves there with bits for 1 tractor, shelves for another one there. Obviously still a few bits there to sort out. Oddsies there, wiring looms there ready to go to be remade. But we have some floor space. Lovely. In readiness for space to put tyres on this next week. And then we can get that back on there. And then we'll have more space. But it's been a busy day, isn't it, Pen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gearbox back together.
Hang on, I thought my bench was getting cleared for me to use.
Well, yeah, I just picked those up off the floor because you hadn't, so I just put them there out the way. Well, I'll go wait till the oil electrician picks them up to make the new ones. Work in progress. Morning, folks. Thursday morning. Welcome, new subscribers. Thank you for your comments. As I always say, much appreciated. And anybody else who's watching this. There, tip of lorry here. One we had the other week, did a load of work on. MOT day tomorrow. So, it's good wash off. Check round. Fingers crossed, everything's in order because we did a rake a load of work on it. So, just been having a little fiddle in there. I thought before we get the cab on, I was going to just check a couple of the brake line fittings and take them off, redo the ends, because the last thing we'll do is we're going to get the cab on if I've got a leak, because I haven't really come up with an ideal way of testing it before the cab comes on, sort of rigging up a brake master cylinder on a stand or something. Sure, I may well do. Always thinking. Yeah, let's get the old steam cleaner on go and give this filthy thing a wash off. Looking a bit cleaner now. I say, got the old big, very long torque wrench. Just go check those axle U-bolts that we did last week, there it was. Just give them a tweak, make sure they're okay. Number plate on the front to secure. Other than that, it's all looking good. I think it's clean anyway. That's something. Well, we've got the rather knackered clutch cover off, and it is. They are There ain't much left on that. Don't know what we can do about that. Clutch plate, they're all good. They're about 50% worn, I'd say. We'll send that off, get that refurbished. Flywheel. A few heat cracks, but nothing disastrous, which is good. I get a message, can you bring extensions? So I take one out, it's not the right one. You wanted the long one, not the short one, and the bigger size, not the smaller size.
I did, yes.
Yeah, we should have specified how big.
Yeah, well, I was stuck in here and I thought I'd just message you.
Length and girth and all that. 3/8 or half, long or short. You got that valve out yet? Because I want to take that apart and
I told
check
you,
it.
give me a little bit of time and I'll have it out.
Okay, crack on then. Several hours later, I finally got what I want.
Off, it was not several bloody
It
hours.
was. I can now go and strip this apart and clean
If you
it.
cleaned it properly in the first place, it would have been easier to get in there.
Whinge and moan. Yeah, what do I think about it? Chris Cockcroft down in Devon wanted a shout out, so thanks for watching. So you've had your shout out. Right, we've got the steering valve here. Got it apart. Also laid out in the wall the way it came apart. Got a little valve there, a bit of crap on that. We'll give this all a good clean up. Put the airline through the bits and pieces. Give that a clean. Pop it back together. Right, we've got to take this truck up the road and get a few ton of stone and rubble in the back, so we've got some weight for MOT. So at least the boys at the skip yard have said they got some crap we can put in the back. Bargain. A bit of heavy rubbish going to go in. Better than nothing. Check that tomorrow morning. Cleaned up, reassembled. Marvellous. Ah, wifey's here today, tidied up more stuff. Smile. Oh, alright, cheerio. Well, I was trying to come up with a way of testing there's no leaks on this. Got airline in there, finger over that one. That's some squirty stuff on there. And we did have a little bit of bubbling on there, so I've nipped it up. It's all sorted now, no leaks. They were all well seized in there. I got beating them out and just took the rubbers out of the holes. Proper seized in. You're busy back here disassembling stuff.
Yeah.
Well done. Here he is! Morning, Rog.
Morning.
You alright?
Yeah.
Finished your haymaking?
No.
Oh, it's a bit wet now.
Yes.
What have you been doing? Anything exciting?
Switch that off.
Somebody's chipping away at doing things here. Trying to get the nuts loosened off on there. So you got the top one done, loosened off, didn't you?
Yep.
Let's hope the pins come out of that when we get to it, unlike the last one where I broke my best hammer. They'll get you on the job, you can beat it.
Alright.
Yeah. Right, I'll go and steam clean some parts off. There we go. Tank and straps she's got out this morning, so we'll give those clean off. Get the paintwork off. Got that loaded up, that's ready to go for the work. The weather changed. It's peeing it down. Thought I'd get the cab in before it started raining, so we got something to do in the dry. Now I'm soaked, literally. We have water running. Well, we got that one in. One day that will look like that. I feel as though I've peed myself. I'm absolutely soaked. Dear oh dear. Oh, that's something to do in the dry for now. Well, this is in there, we can have a better look at it. Back window. Yeah, hinge has had it. It's just held on by one bolt. What else have we got? The rest of that's all looking pretty good. Bit of a hole here, we can cut that out and sort that out. And that side. Round the front. It's all looking pretty good on this one so far. Just those couple of little bits. Obviously, that's had it. Yeah, where are we to? The little bit in that door window there, in that corner. The door. Yeah. Bit of tin worm being in that one. What rust have you found?
There's
few
lots
others.
in here, look.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just, in the dry, we can disassemble stuff and see where we go. Oh, you got a tub there with cab bits. Yeah, cab, C-A-B, cab.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
a bit confused at how to spell it.
Oh dear. Other than that, on the whole, so far what I can see, it's not too bad. All fixable. But you realise what time it is now.
No.
We've got about 10 minutes and you got to go and do parent time.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can always rush to get there. Yeah. You don't want to be late for, you know, for that. Never mind. Tomorrow's another day. At least you've got something to do while I'm not here in the morning. Hopefully it won't be too long.
Yeah, I need to sort my new tools out in my toolbox.
What do you mean new tools?
I've got lots going.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Get that one quiet. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, give us a little thumbs up, click the subscribe button. As always, drop us a comment. We'll get back to you at some point. Appreciate everything, comments that have come through. And yeah, thanks for watching. So if you've got a 1200, 1250, drop us an email, where you are, serial number, location, etc. Try and get this list going again. We've got a fair few on there now. So until Saturday, take it steady. Catch you later.